welcome back to another episode with me, Bobby Khan. If you're new to the channel, this channel is about me, myself, and my thoughts, my experiences, and a little bit of everything, okay? It's all things Bobby Khan. And I like to give my opinion. I'm a very opinionated person. I like to give my thoughts on things that are happening in the world, certain topics, and whatever not. And today's topic is about 30 lions that had to be put down because they were burnt alive. Before you do anything else, subscribe and make sure you like and share this video, and obviously go watch my older videos, and also follow me on my Instagram channel, Instagram page, Real Bobby Khan. So let me backtrack a little bit. In South Africa, okay, there's big game hunting is a big thing. I'm a big cat lover. I love tigers. I love lions. Tigers are my obviously thing, as you can see up here, but lions too. I really love big cats, and obviously other animals and stuff too. But there's currently 12,000 lions in captivity in South Africa. There's 3,000 lions in the wild. Okay, now the number for tigers is substantially lower. And the lions that are currently in captivity, these lions are being raised at farms. These are hunting farms. So what happens is these farms, they breed these lions, and when they're babies and cubs, as I would say, they use them as tourist traps. So people come in, they pet them, they take pictures with them. They're cutesy wootsy lions, and who doesn't want to take a picture with a lion and all that stuff. So, but what happens is the reason they're being bred is to be killed. It is despicable. So what happens is these farms advertise in the United States, in China, all over the world. You can come out there, and it's called cane hunting, okay? So basically what happens is people pay to kill lions. So to kill a male lion, it'll cost you anywhere from $35,000 to $55,000, depending on the size of his mane and depending on the size of him, how he is. So, and most of these lions are about 4 to 5 years old when they're allowed to be hunted. Now, I have a serious problem with that because, you may be a hunter and whatever not, but no matter what I am and whatever you perceive me to be, the one thing I will never do is harm an animal. I freaking love animals. And, there's more. They're not just an animal to me, because when I look at, and I've played with tigers and I've been around lions, I've spent a lot of time, more time with tigers than I have done with lions. And they have emotions. They have feelings. They feel pain. They feel hunger. They feel like everything. Yes, they're 600, 700, 800 pounds. But you know what? They have the right to live a life that's happy. They have a right to food. And it's their earth as much as it is ours. So what bothers me is that people are paying to kill animals. And people are making a fortune. Now, these farms, what they're doing is they got, a bunch of cats on their farm. And so they're, for 4 or 5 years, they're feeding them, but they're keeping them in closed proximity, tight cages, bad conditions. They take them out to the local, area, the tourist traps, and take a picture with a lion, and do this and do that. But those lions are drugged up. So you're drugging up these lions. You're keeping them in bad conditions. They're malnourished. And then what happens is you're advertising to have them killed. So now when they're 4 or 5 years old and they're a decent age, this a stupid American or stupid European comes, over there to beat his chest with his buddies, and he pays $35,000, $45,000, $55,000, whatever it is. For a female, it's about $15,000 to $20,000, depending on her size. So now you tell me how this is fair. So this hunter pays that he's going to go out and hunt this lion. The lion is let loose in a fenced area. It's a big area, but this is a lion that is born in captivity, is used to humans. So he's a compassionate lion. He trusts human beings, okay? So now you're putting this lion just out there, and the lion's now running. So now this jackass, whoever it is, goes out in a Jeep and is now trying to track down this lion. He tracks down the lion and he shoots him, either with a crossbow or with a gun. Half the time, these guys can't shoot right. So they hurt the lion. They don't kill it. So now the lion's in pain. Now they're going to try killing, obviously somebody else steps in, the people at the farm, they kill, they whack the freaking lion, or the guy takes another shot and kills the lion. All so he can take some pictures with it, put it up on Instagram, and then bring his severed head and his body parts back home to put it on his wall in his office, to show off to his drinking buddies, to show off to people that come to his house and say, look, I killed that lion. Let me ask you a question. Is that a fair fight? I could understand if you were out in the wild and some lion came out of nowhere and you shot that lion, I could say, okay, that was a fair fight. But here's a lion. Yes, he's big, okay? But he's raised in captivity. He's not raised in the wild. He doesn't go out to kill for his food. He's handed food every night. He's plays with human beings since he was a child. And he's not even in the wild. He's in a cage, a fenced area, and you shot him. How is that fair? That's like me going in to a boxing ring with a heavyweight fighter. Pick one. I don't care, right? His hands are tied. He has no testosterone at the moment. And I'm just going to go in there and try beating his ass. Is that a fair fight? Now, if that lion is in his prime, if that boxer's in his prime, he can use his arms, he's full of energy, I got a problem. At that point, if I took him down, then people can say, okay, that was a fair fight and Bobby won, right? This is allowed. So, this has to end. So what happened was this farm, one of these farms got a bunch of cats there. There's obviously wildfires going on, and a fire engulfed the farm. The lions got burnt. The owner of that ranch refused to kill the lions at that point and put them out of their misery. And you know why? Because if the lions died naturally, he can at that point, by law, sell the bones and every last bit of the lion to Asia. Because in China and Vietnam and other countries like that, the bones of lions and tigers are used for ancient medication. Fucking stupid. Excuse my French. Just completely stupid, okay? Yes, that's their culture, whatever. But come on, stop using endangered animals for this stuff. So now, backtrack to this farm. So this farm catches fire. Lions, a bunch of lions got killed, but there's 30 lions that were burnt. And I'm going to post some pictures on my Instagram page. You can take a look at it. These lions are hurt. He's not feeding them. He's not taking them to the vet. He's not letting anybody in to help these lions. They're suffering, okay? That is cruel. That is not humanity. How do you let a living, breathing creature suffer? And you're watching them because you want to make money off of them? And that's legal? What is wrong with the world? Like, what happened to humanity? What happened to people? People are so, lost. People have forgotten the small things that matter in life, I think. And it's discouraging. It's a disgrace. And I have kids, and my kids are seeing this world. Like, this is normal. And that's not just one farm. So what happened was police somehow got wind of this, right? So they wanted to send inspectors to inspect what's going on. He wouldn't allow it. This man was actually laughing when the cops were there at the lions because they were suffering and they weren't dead. So the South African authorities, they had to go in there and they had to shoot and kill all these animals because they were suffering. They were not fed. They were burnt. One of the lions, he was screwed. Like half his face was burnt to a crisp. but he's still alive. He didn't die. Imagine if you got caught fire and you couldn't go to the hospital and get treated and you had 4th-degree burns on your body. How would that be? So, and he admitted he wasn't going to kill them, because if he killed them, he couldn't sell the bones. Now, that happened. Those poor lions put to sleep. And you know what? It's not going to end there. It's going to happen because somebody else is going to do it, because it's money. When you put money into the picture, people will do the craziest things, the most despicable things for money. And the only way to hurt this and only way to stop this act, because we can't control South Africa. South Africa is a third world nation, okay? We have no say over it. But you know what countries that are modern countries that are first world countries like Europe, England, France, United States, Canada. You know what we can do? We can not allow these companies to advertise in American media. So this way, they're not targeting Americans. We also can put a ban that nothing can be imported that belongs to an endangered animal. No skins, no heads, no bones, nothing. If none of these things can be brought in, then these people won't be spending $55,000 to whack a lion because they can't put it on their wall. You know, if they don't have a trophy, they don't want it. They're not going to do it. And the also thing is social media. They will take off a picture that has the slightest bit of too much cleavage, or you talk about something that's, you know, it's going to offend somebody. They'll take your post down. Well, guess what? You shouldn't allow posts when people are posing with dead animals. Those posts that I see when a guy's holding the lion's mane and he's smiling and taking a picture for the gram, I want to reach through it and smack the guy. If social media starts banning this stuff, if the countries step up, these politicians, you know, the thing is, these politicians aren't going to do anything because they don't benefit. Unless these politicians are benefiting personally, they don't stand up for a cause. Or unless maybe one of their celebrity donors says, hey, I want you to go talk about these lions. That's when it'll become a talking point. But other than that, no one's going to do anything. But we as people have the power to do so. We can stand up and we can call our politicians and say, hey, this is an agenda that we're passionate about. We need to put an end to this. There's 3,000 lions left in existence in the wild and 12,000 in captivity. Once they're gone, they're gone. There's no more. It's not like you're going to be able to artificially bring these lions back. You know, the tigers are at like 10,000 total between captivity and in alive out there in the world. So we need to do something about this. We need to stand up. And if you're an animal lover, they should be passionate about this. And it's not that, okay, well, it's Africa. It's not my problem. It is, because you know what? We grew up watching lions, and tigers. I'm going to say bears and oh my. But, once they're gone, it's gone. It's a part of history. It's part of the world that it will be extinct. But if you can end somebody's or some creature's pain and suffering, we should try to do so. The biggest step is hit them in the pocket. If you hit somebody in the pocket, it makes a difference. If these farmers can't make the money that they're earning right now because of these kills, they're going to have to stop. Because if there's no business, there's no need for them to keep breeding these lions, and no one's going to come out to whack them. It really angers me, and there's a lot I have to say, but I'm not going to say it because obviously the video will get taken down. But if you love animals, please pass this video around, talk to people, and let's try doing something where we can make a change in this country, where we can stop stuff from being imported. We can push social media. I mean, look, I don't have a big following right now because I'm just starting out my social media. But some of you do have huge followings, and somebody might come across this video and hear this message. Let's push social media. Let's push our politicians to do something to help end this barbaric act. Join me next time for another episode.